Steven, we can't both exist.
Hi, I'm Kat from Kat's Abstract World, and this video is about Rose Quartz from Steven Universe. Alright, one of my producers just actually told me I drew Steven from Steven Universe instead.
No, Steven Universe from Steven Universe.
Steven Universe from Steven Universe. When it came down to sketching the hands, I didn't know what to do. I know how to draw hands, but I don't really know how to draw hands, so I kind of made them look like little Vienna sausages. However, Rose Quartz kind of does have thick hands, so I do think I ended up sketching that all right. The biggest struggle was the lips and the dress skirting. I wasn't sure what direction I was going to be going in when it came to sketching out the hair, so I did try to do the curly locks how it is in Steven Universe, but I don't really think that it was overall going to be in the final, more so an idea of what I'm going to be doing. And then I decided to add the gem as well on her head and on her neck and on her stomach because I thought that'd be cute as like little accessories and jewelry to make it a unique touch on my own. And then I didn't color select, but I did color reference. Like, you can see I was comparing the colors from the photo to see if they matched, but I didn't want them to look muddy, and I've had an issue where my photos, even when I'm not color selecting, are kind of more muddy. But I tried to do multiply and other options to make it more vibrant while rendering. Okay, so we are halfway through my Inktober challenge. My Inktober challenge was 30 prompts that I've created for the 31 days of Halloween, and I've had a few followers and fellow artists create prompts out of my days, and I wanted to show one specific account that really stood out to me. They've been posting about my Inktober challenge almost every single day. And their art is really cool as well. Their account is Derek Draws Drawings, and honestly, I really like how they've illustrated. It's a different type of art style for me, so I personally enjoy being able to view in my mentions every day that they posted a new version. Their mermaid prompt is honestly what really stood out to me. I like how they did their own creative take on it. As well as my Instagram's Cat's Abstract World if you want to check me out again. I just created a broadcast channel called Cat's Web where you can get my latest updates. I really like how I incorporated the blue highlights throughout the piece, and I did like how I tried to render the background a little better with the eyes. The eyes were something I constantly went back and forth with, even though if you were to zoom in, you wouldn't even be able to see all the changes I made. This is the part where I decide I'm about done with my piece. So I do a dark pink outline throughout the hair, and I try to make it look more vibrant so you can decipher what's there, if it's the background or the hair, so you know where the hair ends and begins. As well, for this piece, I decided to do some subtle shine and highlights. And once I added the background, I ended up going back in with more rendering because I cell shaded. However, I decided that cell shading wasn't for me, and I added more airbrush with the piece. And then I decided I did not like the skirt, so I went in and tried to make it look fluffy. That way, her hands on her head like that was for a reason. Like she's pulling her hair back as the wind pulls her skirt forward. And then I went in with curves to add the different highlights of the skirt, and I did different multiply options with lowering the opacity. I decided I didn't like the way the hair was, so I took off the big curls and did small swivel curves, and then I went in with the background and I started playing with the piece to make the background match the actual drawing itself. Now I'm just duplicating the piece and curving and adding different layers to try to figure out what type of vibe I am going for. I added shading on the skirt and some more shading on highlight spots. However, I ended up going in with the light pen brush, added some whites around the eyes and different faces, like face portions. This was gonna be the original final, like I was gonna post it like this, but I decided to ask for critique from different people, and I ended up changing it with what people said. This is what I ended up doing. One of my friends gave me critique on the skirt being more gradient, and she wanted lines connected to the edges, and I thought maybe making it more cohesive with a flow would look better. As well, she thought detailing on the gems would be cool. So now that I got some critique, I did end up fixing it to the best that I thought I could. I'm Kat. Thank you for watching Kat's Abstract World. Goodbye.